everyone! The other day I was on this awesome website called Tumblr, and it has a lot of weird things on it. And I know I look different today because I tried having a fringe, because I've always wanted a fringe, but I've never actually had the guts to go anywhere with a fringe. So I'm going to be reading you some of the interesting things I found on Tumblr. What sound does a duck make when it's crying? What if when we die, Jesus is actually eating our souls? And we just taste better if we've been worshipping the Bible and God? So the Holy Bible is just bait to make our souls more delectable. And Satan is a demon, so he eats the corrupted souls that Jesus won't eat. Do you ever think if clothes can feel fear when they're being washed? Have you ever looked your future dead in the eyes? What if grass is just the earth's facial hair? What would you do if you were home alone and then you sneezed and then some guy with a really deep voice just said bless you? What if life is just one huge complex game of Sims and all the angels in heaven are just computer nerds? And that's why every time you walk in a room and you forget what you're doing, it's actually the angels cancelling your action. Why does fat chance and slim chance mean the same thing? If cows laughed really hard, would milk come out their nose? How can someone draw a blank? What if a whale was actually a giant alien sent from outer space to spy on the human race? If you poop in holy water, does that make a holy shit? What if you woke up tomorrow and realised that you've been a potato your whole life? What if your toes made a critical comment every time you took a step? Do animals think in English, or do they think in the sounds that they make? Everything's a boomerang if you throw it upwards. What if my colours are different from your colours? Oh, sir! Are you Greg? Yes. Oh, hi, Greg. Yes. Have you ever noticed that vagina and school both have 6 letters and are empty holes which can hold screaming children for 9 months? Why can't potatoes talk? What if feet had tongues? What if water moaned when you drank it? What if we're all schizophrenic and the schizophrenic people are actually just seeing reality? Why is it called baby food when there's no baby in it? What if the sea was full of pepper and not salt? What if mermaids were actually beautiful girls and boys who committed suicide in the ocean, and then as they got closer and closer to the ocean floor, a certain fish appears and notices them, and if he finds their soul and heart strong enough, then he turns them into half of one of them? If God created the worlds, then what was he doing before the world was created? What if the bumps on our nipples are actually braille and everyone has their own secret message, like a fortune cookie? How do mermaids have babies? Why didn't Tarzan have a beard? Why didn't Aladdin have nipples? Can touchscreens feel us? What if all your fingers just turned into tongues? Why do we call periods periods and not bloodstained fever? What if onions make our eyes water because at some point in history onions abused the human race, so now as an instinct we begin to cry? What if mirrors are actually windows into alternate dimensions and our reflection is the same person looking back but in a different dimension? Why don't we have canned bread? Why is the human race called the human race and not the human crawl or the human walk?